Okay, so this is my fourth video for the day, so bear with me. This is going to be my diet and exercise week blank. I'm going to leave it blank because I'm not 100% sure what week I'm on. I've skipped a week, and I want to make sure that I name it for that week, so that way it flows in order. Okay, so diet and exercise. What have I been doing? Sorry, my camera, when I hit the desk or put my iPad down, vibrates. I apologize. I'll try not to do that. So I have personally been focused on staying active. If it's not raining outside, I try to walk or kind of do some jogging, something to just get at least 30 minutes of cardio exercise a day. I've been busy and the weather's been bad while I've been back at work, so I haven't been able to quite do that. I did fly to Chicago on Sunday and then came back on Tuesday, and I took the opportunity to kind of walk around the airport. Sunday when I flew out, I carried my carry-on bag, my backpack, and then my roller bag, suitcase with me, and I walked 2 miles around the Atlanta airport. Just in case you need to know, from Terminal T through A, B, C, D, E, all the way to F is 1.3 miles in a straight stretch in the tunnel without using the people mover or the train. Did that. And then I had to get from where I started at F and went to T, and had to get from T back to B and all the way down to the other end of the terminal to get to my gate. That was another 0.4. So altogether, I did about 2 miles that day, total walking, but I believe it was about 1.6, 1.7 in the airport, just monitoring my exercise. And I posted screenshots of that on my Facebook page for everybody to see. So if you don't like my Facebook page, head over there and hit that like button if you're on Facebook, so that way you can stay up to date with kind of my daily activities, because I try to share things on there for you guys to keep you motivated and to keep myself. So I ran a report today, kind of trying to look at my current pump information. For those of you who are not following along with my videos that I've also recorded today, in a couple of hours, I should be 100% time in range on the 770G for the past 3 days. I'm currently warming up my sensor. I just placed that on from the recording of my video, but I have been at 100% for almost 72 consecutive hours. By the end of the day today, once I confirm that this last little 3% that we're going to talk about in this video is gone, I will post an update to my Facebook page for you. So with that being said, from April 13th through April 15th, those 3 days, my time in range on this report that I'm referencing was 97%. 3% of that was between 200 and 250. I'll tell you, it was slightly over 200. So hopefully in the next couple of hours while I'm uploading these videos, that will fall off and I'll be at 100% for the previous 72 hours. I have been watching what I eat. So I have been eating high-fat items like cheese sticks, beef jerky. I know that's not necessarily a higher fat, I don't think. But anyway, stuff that doesn't have really carbs or many carbs. Those have been my snacks. I've been eating salads with a mixture of vegetables and stuff in there, like bell peppers, carrots, celery, all cucumbers, all different types of things. Putting that on there. Eating those. I've got a variety of different restaurants that I truly enjoy their salads, so that's what I've been eating. I've been doing glucernas. I'm back on those. I think that's a nice little breakfast option. I can kind of sip on it. It hides me over with my hunger. I did have some French fries today from Chick-fil-A, but that's the only really carb that I had. I had grilled nuggets. What else have I been eating? I like the egg white bites from Starbucks. Oh, Sorry, I almost threw my pen at myself. I really like those. They have, I think, 11 grams of carbs for 2 of them. I had those the other day for breakfast. I'm just trying to proactively think about what I'm eating and try to keep my carb input not necessarily as low as possible, but to a point where I can easily maintain my time in range and cut back on my insulin usage. So with that being said, I'm looking back, I believe it was 4 months. So I'm looking at December 14th through December 16th is the comparison period on this report. So we're going to look at the data from December, and then I'm going to talk about the data for the past 3 days and how that's changed. And honestly, this is where I'm trying to go with my diabetes. But as we all know, diabetes is something that changes, and we have to adapt to it and kind of go back and forth, or however you want to say that. So it sometimes is a little harder for us to stay in control over, but I'm going to truly try my best, because this is what I'm trying to achieve, and I'm going to try to maintain it. So with that being said, for the past 3 days, 97% time in range with 3%, 200 to 250. At the time of this report, or in December 14th through 16th, I was 81% time in range. 16% of that was between 200 and 250, with 3% of that above 250. Looking at auto mode exits for both periods, I didn't have any. I was in auto mode, didn't get kicked out. Looking at my sensor wear per week at the time period in December was 100%, and my time period now was 96%. And then looking at my average sugar, plus or minus SD, which I'm assuming that's the deviation. So for December was 161 plus or minus 46. Now is 121 plus or minus 30. Which the fact alone that 121 plus 30 is 151, and that's 10 below 161, blows me away. I think that's a great leap forward. And for you guys who are curious, 121 average as an A1C is in the low 5s. I personally would love to achieve an A1C of 5.9. That would be a full point drop from where I'm currently at 6.9. I think that would be an amazing thing, and that would be an average blood glucose, if I remember correctly, of about 133, I think is what it said when I was looking at it. So 120 would be about 5.6 or a little lower. I'm not 100% sure on that. So low/high sugar alerts per day. In December, I got 5.3 high, 2.3 low, and now I got 4 high and 8 low. So you can see that's kind of trended to the downward part. I haven't really had any lows. I have my low and high alerts set to alarm 30 minutes before each. So it kind of gives me time to prepare. If I'm getting to the low threshold and I have an arrow, then I will take action to try to prevent that low. I try to do the same thing with a high. But if I don't have the arrow and it's just kind of slowly dropping, I have faith in my 770G that'll do its best to prevent that low. And so far, it's been really accurate. I don't have any complaints. So moving on, my total daily dose of insulin. I hope you guys are ready for this one, because this one blows me away. I personally know that my total daily dose of insulin, this has been the average for a while, if not higher. But in December was 215.5 units. Over the past 3 days, it's been 130 units. So I want you guys to think about, in December, I'm changing my reservoir and infusion set every 1.5 days about. And now I'm changing it a little over, I think it's like 2.2 or 2.3 days, which is a big improvement for me. The bolus amount per day, remember bolus is for correction or carbs. It's been, in December, it was 95.4 units, which was 44% of my total insulin delivery. And now currently it's 86.5 units, which is 67% of my total delivery. Here's the major change in insulin delivery, and that is my auto basal, or my basal amount. In December, it was 120.1 units of auto mode microboluses. Now in April, it's 43.5. Wow. That's just amazing to look at that difference there. I cut my auto mode microboluses by 2/3. It's astonishing. I'm blown away. I know you guys were probably thinking when I read my bolus amounts today, like, man, that's about the same amount of insulin. Yeah, but not needing that much insulin on auto mode shows how bad I probably was at not necessarily carb counting correctly and being on top of it. And then now I am on top of it by eating healthier, and I'm using a lot less insulin in auto mode, which to me is an amazing change. And then also you can see too, in December, my meals per day was 5.3, which also goes to back what I just said. And my meals per day now in April is 6.7. The carbs entered, I'm going to go over it. I don't think it paints a good picture, because if my carbs entered in December, I wasn't carb counting correctly, that number is going to be significantly higher. Whereas now in April, I have a feeling it's a very accurate number. But because the previous ones in December wasn't as accurate, the ones in April doesn't look like they're that much better. But we're going to go over it anyway for me disclosing information for you guys. In December, 375 grams of carbs, plus or minus 108. In April, it's 292 plus or minus 135, which I know you sit there and look and think like, it's almost 100 grams of carb less, but I have a very strong suspicion that that December number was significantly higher. That's why my auto mode was constantly maxing out to try to bring me down, because I wasn't carb counting correctly. So, and then I did change my active insulin time. In December, it was 2 hours, and now in April, it's 2 hours and 45 minutes. I made that change a couple months ago, like shortly after New Year's, so that wasn't anything that I've changed recently. So that's how things are going. Weight loss wise, I think I'm about 10 pounds down from where I originally started, mid-March, April. It's been a slow progress. I'm not expecting the weight to fall off overnight or be one of those people who loses 30 pounds in a month. Like I have constantly said, I'm trying to stay motivated. I'm trying to motivate you guys to kind of take some, not necessarily initiative, but to know that you're not alone, in the struggles that we often face as diabetics, or people with diabetes. To let you know my struggles and kind of how I'm coping with them, and to get tips and tricks from you guys on what you guys are doing to kind of maintain your diabetes and how you're doing it. And I'm also trying to use you guys to stay motivated on my lifestyle change. As far as my eating, sorry, I dropped my pen. I'm trying to continue to eat healthier, to eat less, to stay on top of my sugars, to keep accurate numbers, so that way I can get that A1C down. Hopefully, my goal was 6.5, but if I got it to 6.0 or lower, you might see me try to do a backflip. Just kidding, that's not going to happen. I'll roll over on the floor and roll around really quickly if that's what you guys want to see, but me trying to do a backflip, I don't need any more medical bills, and I don't need to go to the ER. Sorry. But anyway, trying to just keep things fun for you guys, trying to keep you updated and let you know that there is progress. I am seeing it. It's amazing. It keeps me more excited to kind of maintain this whole eating healthier. I still treat myself. and have sweets here and there. But I'm just not eating a bunch. I'm eating healthy, and I have a little bit here and a little bit there to kind of hide me over or tie me over until the next thing, and I continue to do good. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to share that with you guys, that we can reward ourselves, but we just got to be cautious with that and have small amounts and not go crazy, because I know I could eat a whole sheet of cake and not even think twice about it. Now, this little sucker would not be happy, and it would be beeping all the time, and I'd just be like, whatever, on my sugar high, and be content. But that's not the healthy thing to do. And we all know that that's not the healthy thing to do. So with that being said, I hope these videos kind of help. I hope they provide motivation. If you guys have any questions about anything, don't hesitate to reach out through me through my Facebook page or comment on these videos, and I will do my best to respond. And I'll see you guys next time. And don't forget, if you're new and you haven't subscribed, hit the button. I'm not a bad guy. I'm just trying to help you guys. And you hitting that button helps me by getting the videos out to more people. So hit that button, and I will see you guys next week. And if you don't hit the button, then you won't see me next week, because you won't know I did the video. Anyway, I'm just trying to have fun with you guys and be entertaining. I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you next time. Bye.